What is happening, guys? Alright, it is the... what's that? The 5th? I guess it's the 18th now of July. What's that, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday morning. I'm all freaking out of sorts here. I started my shift on the 17th, so I kind of wanted to say that. Anyway, we're heading northbound on Interstate 75 right now, in between Atlanta and Chattanooga. And we're going to be picking up a load at a place called Shaw Industries. It's located in Adairsville, Georgia. As you see there, we're got roughly halfway or so between Atlanta and Chattanooga. I would dare say it might be just a tad closer to Chattanooga, actually, but I don't know. I'm not really sure what the exact miles are, but it's beside the point. Anyway, where we're deviating from is where we delivered that last load that you saw me vlogging. Last load you should have seen me post to the main channel was an ice cream load that I picked up at a Marigold in, I keep forgetting the name of the damn town. I know it's in Missouri. I know it's right about where I-55 and I-57 meet up. I just, for some dumb reason, I keep forgetting the name of the town. Anyway, that's where the last vlog, that was an ice cream load. That one went to Pageland, South Carolina. I just delivered that load in the evening, whatever, right before I started this shift to come over this way. Actually, it was a fairly smooth delivery there. I mean, that Walmart is literally right across the street from Love's truck stop, and that Love's looks like it's a fairly new truck stop based on how the fixtures and and all that, and the design on the inside of the store is concerned. I can tell it's on the newer side. I don't know how new exactly it is, but I can tell it's a newer design. Anyway, that delivery went well. They had I didn't even get. I was there just long enough to not get any detention pay. I mentioned in I think that video where I was picking up that load in Bloomingdale, Georgia, about a week or so ago, that about detention and how it works with us. Basically, 2 hours after your appointment time is when you start collecting detention pay. In this case, my appointment time yesterday was 1900, 7 p.m. And they were already calling me to come get my bills at 20:50-ish, somewhere around there. So yeah, I was done and ready to roll by 9 o'clock. So. Not a bad thing there, actually. A lot of people complain about Walmart a lot of times with how slow they are, but that was actually a fairly quality delivery, if I must say. Alright. So, Shaw Industries, I don't know anything at all about them, and originally this was not even what I was expecting. Because I had a pre-plan earlier, because I stopped yesterday. I don't know what the name of the town is. There's a Love's on I-40 just west of I-81. I don't know if that's Jefferson City, Tennessee, or some other town. I only know that my logs were reporting it as all my entries that were located there as some distance from Jefferson City. So we'll go with that, I guess. I don't know. You guys who are more familiar with the area, maybe you can put that in the comment section where I'm talking about. I wasn't even really planning on stopping there, but I noticed because I was on the phone with my buddy David, and then I noticed that I had a new message on my truck, so I started listening to it, and then it seemed like a freaking like a freaking 50-page novel that it was trying to read to me. I didn't know why it was reading me so much, and I had a hard time hearing it anyway because trying to carry on the conversation, have other noises as well. I think CB chatter was going on and stuff. And so, but then I started figuring out, because I saw that I had a notification on my phone for, because it tells me like if I had like 8 new messages, and I know that there's a pre-plan on my truck. So I ended up stopping at that left so I could check it out. And it was a pre-plan going from the Smithfield Foods plant in Tar Heel, North Carolina to, I forget the name of the town, but it's in Wisconsin. That's all I can tell you. I didn't even pay any attention to who the customer was either. All I can say is it was supposed to go to Wisconsin. And, right, so I got home time coming up because I have a couple of medical appointments coming up next week. So I stopped and I started trying to correspond with my dispatcher to find out, hey, because, well, I have the hours to get that load to Wisconsin and then continue from, let's just say, maybe a Green Bay load back to California, but I don't know if there are Green Bay loads to California when at that particular time, because I have appointments on the 25th in the morning and afternoon, and I cannot do a delivery on the 25th. It has to be a 24th, or drop it on the 24th. So, anyway, I know she had gotten with the planner to find out, and it turned out the pre-plan expired. I had because they have a time bomb on it for 2 hours. If you don't respond to it within 2 hours, it'll expire, and it'll become available for them to plan to another driver. 7 miles, okay, yeah, I'll go around Central. I gotta be careful here though, because Central, sometimes they run as fast as I do, and I'm cresting the hill here, so yeah, and it's kind of looking like they're running a similar speed to me now, actually. Yeah, come over. No, maybe not. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop back in behind him. Let's see what his speed is real quick. Yeah, he's doing 72. We're going down the hill though. I have an empty trailer, so it's not going to push me as well as it will him. He's probably loaded. Anyway, though, she ended up throwing the plan back on me, because I had thought about, like, well, because I know we do Green Bay loads to California, and maybe that would be a load that would work out. And I even had already gone over on my HOS, because I'm running on recaps. But so I crunched the numbers on my spreadsheet to figure out how many miles I could cover on that within that amount of time, and with the hours that I had, and it looked like it was going to make pretty good use of my clock straight up until getting to California just on time, like on the 23rd or 24th. So I thought it was a good chance. It just needed to have a follow-on load to make sure that I could get to California. Well, I never got anything back. I know that she was asking the planner, but sometimes I don't know what goes on there between her and the planners. But, the load got thrown back on me. I'm like, you know what, at the very least, screw it. I'm going to just go ahead and accept it. Worst case, I'll pick it up, get it moving. She can, and then maybe she could get a swap for me somewhere or whatever, so I can get pointed back in the right direction or something. Who knows? But nothing ever came about. So then yesterday, I go to make my delivery. I'm in the doctor, and I'm already getting close to where my bills are where they're calling me to tell me, hey, come get your bills. And yeah, I was on the phone with my buddy David again, and I decided to look at my my load list, and only because I was trying to refresh myself, double check. I think I might have been where the load was going to, or something along that line. And when I went into that load list, it was gone. It disappeared. And usually when it disappears, that means that the planner pulled it, or, you know, for whatever reason. Either the load got canceled by the customer due to lack of freight, or something else. Or maybe they might have changed their mind and said, oh, I don't know, this is going to be a good load for this guy because of his home time situation, and might have pulled it to give it to somebody else and give me this load instead. I don't know. But I never saw a pre-plan, and I mean, well, the pre-plan that I did have fell off, and with no explanation given. There was nothing, no messages to my truck telling me why it was canceled or that it even was canceled. So it just kind of hit me. It was almost blindside. I just, by stupid luck, found out that it was like that. And so I asked night shift dispatch, hey, what the hell happened to my pre-plan? Well, I didn't use exactly that word, but that's pretty much what I said. And next thing I know, I'm getting a pre-plan in for this that I had never even seen before. I don't know if they already had it set up for me, but just never sent it to me, or what. But I mean, it was pretty awfully fast how they sent that to me like that. And night shift doesn't normally send pre-plans unless it's a coverage or someone falls off a load and they just need to put somebody on it because nobody's assigned to it yet. Or, I mean, because the person who originally was assigned to it fell off for whatever reason. Alright, 1 mile away, Union Grove Road, that is our exit. You can see there should be a Buc-ee's. There should be a Buc-ee's gas station, whatever, over here. We're going to go right past it, and then on the right side there, just past the Buc-ee's, should be our shipper. I have no clue whatsoever what exactly they even, what they ship there. I didn't really have time. It was, like I said, I got this pre-plan in not long before I got my, before I got the call from Walmart telling me to get my bills. And then I went straight over to the Love's across the street to get reefer fuel, and then started booking it. So all I had on my mind was, it's 9 o'clock, and 330-mile trip or whatever, a deadhead trip, I'm going to end up going through Atlanta. Yeah. I don't want to go through Atlanta when there's commute traffic. I want to go through Atlanta in the middle of the night when there's nobody around. So as it was, yeah, I got through Atlanta a little bit less than an hour ago. I'd say about 3:15, 3:20-ish, somewhere in that ballpark is when I was going along the 285. And I'll tell you what, it was a breeze. And it was just, aside from some lane striping with a lane closure on the on the 285, it was cakewalk all the way, pretty much. Except for some lollygagging cars that were really frustrating. And in South Carolina, I-85, I freaking hate. Slow, too many 60 and 65 mile an hour speed limits, mainly because of the there's all the damn road construction going on there. Okay, I think this right here might be my shipper. Now this is telling me to make a right turn onto... I was under the impression that the gate is right over here. Yeah, this is... Oh, it's floors. Okay. So it might be floor tiles. I don't know. So I'm going to guess that it's going to be either a dry load more likely a dry load, but I've seen some products, along this line where they might want the reefer to run at like plus 65 or some crap, but I'm expecting that it's going to be a drop-in hook. It's not due for pickup until later. Let me figure out where... Okay, so I guess I do have to turn on this street here. Alright, so yeah, it's not due for pickup until I want to say like 1400 or something along that line. Basically 10 hours from now. Or actually, I think maybe even later. But it being a drop-in hook, and I got just enough intel to see that it's a 24-hour facility. I can't read that sign. Employees right lane, trucks, visitors left 3 lanes. Okay. They even have little truck icons right here in the road. Okay, cool. Attention drivers, please stay in your truck and turn off engine. Picking up. Have 6-digit order number ready. Okay. So I guess they will come to me. Okay. Alright guys, you got all that. I hope we're going to be dropping our empty over here, in this slot over here, lot CO4, and we'll not be able to wait on the property, so, and yeah, it is, shit, I meant to yard move it. Okay. So make a right and then another right, and I guess anywhere over here should be CO4. Yeah, I see the lot C sign. There are plenty of open spots here, it looks like. I guess he meant spot CO4. Okay, that looks like it's it right there. So I'm a little late there. Go ahead, I made you get turned around. Let me get my tandems a little bit more this direction before I get turned around. Could have done a U-turn setup had I known it was on that side, but it's alright. Okay, this third spot, the one that's right in the middle of those 3 vacants is C04. Perfect. Okay, so it's I can't tell, so it's either go or just go ahead and drop it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it here. Alright guys, we are disconnected. Let's go ahead and make our way back to the guard shack. Then we'll go hang out over at the Love's over there across the street from Bucky's. Alright, and I just remembered from looking at the logs, because when I was signing off the post-trip thing on that trailer, it was Sykeston, Missouri. That's where I picked it up at. Get this gate pass dropped off real quick. Hello. Thanks, too. Okay, let me get into personal convey mode. Come on, alright. Okay, now we're good. Alright, so we'll go right back down the street there to the Loves, and just one of the cool things about running overnight is at this hour, some of the early birds should be leaving to start driving, especially knowing that some of them are probably going toward Atlanta and might want to get into and out of getting through Atlanta before they get a chance to get screwed over with traffic. Maybe we'll get lucky here and find a spot. Although bobtail, normally with bobtail, I'll even park on the four-wheeler side if there's if there's suitable parking. In fact, I'll usually prefer the four-wheeler side. Or even better if they have Bobtail-Specific spots, but I don't know if I might have stopped at this Lowe's before, but I'm not super familiar with it. I'm pretty sure I stopped here several months ago, but I'm not here very much, so I honestly don't know. It kind of looks familiar. I believe I have been here. I don't know many truckers who like Bucky's, because Bucky's is notoriously anti-truck. Okay, I don't really see, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, it might be, oh, there's some bobtail spots right here. So, yeah, I might be able to get a spot right here. Look like they're, I don't know, these guys might be using makeshift spots here, but they can probably go for these right here. Keeps me, yeah, this should work. It's not technically a spot, but oh, is that an actual bobtail spot right there? Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and back it into here. See, that's what I love when they have truck stops like this with spots specifically for bobtails. That way we can keep us, it keeps us out of the spots that the trucks with trailers can use. Nothing pisses a trucker off more in a truck stop than to find a bunch of bobtails littering the spots. And yeah, I understand sometimes you have to park in the truck spots. I mean the combo spots. I can either bring my mirror down or come on, back up a little more or not, you shithead. All right. I think that should be good. Okay, so I guess we'll continue this whenever the load's ready. As the guard said, should be ready about 1300. If you had to, roughly, which about an hour before my my DDT. So, all right, we'll stay tuned. Well, all right, guys, I got confirmation finally that our load is ready to go. Let me PC back over there though. By shipper. Alright, yeah, we'll get over there and then start our pre-trip. Do have I did get info from my dispatcher on what specific trailer I'm going to be looking for. This guy's getting ready to back in, isn't he? What are we doing, dude? Yeah, I don't know who's doing what now. I think maybe he's just parking out of the way. There's nowhere to park over here anyway. Alright, so I found out though that I don't know, there's a bit of confusion on how things work here at this shipper. Now, when I do dropping hooks and my load's not ready, what I'm used to and what it seems to be the standard process here are two different things. And normally when I check in at a shipper and drop my empty, especially when the guard tells me to call back at 1 o'clock to check on the status of it, I usually expect that, all right, go ahead and call, but the phone number that was on my load info was no good. And then on top of that, I had to like dig around. I go on Google Maps, pull up the phone number on there, and then it told me it was no longer in service, but there was some other number that I could call. I guess this is an operative light, so we got to treat it like a stop sign. Okay, I'll just kind of creep my way out then. I'm trying to figure out who's going to do what. I'm guessing, I don't know, this thunderstorm just started. I mean, I just walked in to use the restroom and there was nothing going on. I mean, it was cloudy, and then when I came back out of the building, all of a sudden I started hearing lightning nearby, and then I barely getting in my truck, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get rained and poured on. Weird. Anyway, though, I ended up finally getting a hold of somebody, and he kind of gave me a bit of an impression that he was annoyed that I called and wasn't going through my dispatch instead. So, I don't know how you guys do things here. All I know is I already dropped my empty earlier and was told to call back. I was told by the guard to call back at 1 o'clock. And so I did that. And that's normally how things are done at most dropping hook shippers, but here it was like, I think he said something about it's sealed, whatever, and you need to contact your dispatch. I'm like, okay, I guess so. That's nice. This fence just closed around this guy. I guess the wind kind of blew the fence into this guy's truck. Anyway, so needless to say, well, I sent a message to my dispatcher asking her, hey, you got any info about this load? Because I got basically, the guy wasn't yelling at me or anything like that, but I could kind of tell by the words and a little bit how he said it that, you know, like I was an idiot for even calling or something. And so I told him I was kind of confused. The guy here last night or this morning, whatever, asked me what trailer I was here for. I'm like, how the hell would I know? It's not on my load info. There's a trailer number in my load info, but it's the one that I brought in with me earlier this morning. It's not the one that I'm leaving with, so I don't know what use that is. So anyway, yeah, I just take it as that. You might, if it, assuming it's a drop and hook, you might want to make sure you go through your dispatch to get to find out if it's ready or not. Alright guys, so we're going to be finding our loaded in lot A. I know this is C here, but I don't know what else, what other lots are where. We can look around and we'll find it eventually. It's not like it's a very huge lot. I think it's just one big ass long line of drop trailers. Let me pull my map view back up. As far as I know, yeah, it's just that one long row of, okay, never mind. So I go past C, and then I guess A and B will be on the other side there. One side will be on the left, one will be on the right, if I had to guess. There's row B right there, so I'm guessing A is over here on the other side of C. I can't read, what's that one down there say? Is that say lot A down there at the end? Yeah, I think it says A way down there. Okay, so we'll make it left. Come on. I don't want to go into driving mode yet. So where are you going, Ashley? Alright. Alright, man, that's a lot of rain just for a small amount of time. Holy crap. I mean, like I said, I was parked here all morning, and I don't think I got rained on at any point in time at all today until just before I got in my truck and was ready to start vlogging, or resuming the vlog. Alright, I see a JCT trailer down there. Could be ours, I don't know. I mentioned on one of my recent vlogs, I think the pickup when I was in Missouri, forget the name of that town. Why do I keep forgetting the name of that town? One where I-55 and I-57. I look at that damn town so many times on the map and I can't memorize it for anything. Anyway, yeah, that's my trailer. I can see that. I can see the trailer number right here, 31041. But yeah, so I mentioned in that vlog we have 30,000 and 40,000 numbered trailers, both in JCT badging and in Hirschbach badging. So when just the trailer number alone, it's not a good enough clue to us which logo we're going to find on the trailer. It's funny how this is the only reefer trailer here and everything else is dry. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, pretty safe to say it's going to be a dry load. Alright, yeah, you definitely heard that one, so it just came right in on that one. That's something else I mentioned in that same vlog. Don't try to back under it all the way if you don't feel it, your fifth wheel squatting underneath it. Alright, let's get this thing pre-tripped and we'll get out of here in a second, tell you where we're going with it. Alright guys, we're done pre-tripping. I'm trying to figure out what this guy's doing. I don't know if he's trying to back into one of these doors or what. He just hooked up to, Alright, now let's go the other way, because He's creeping at less than 4 miles, like 3 or 4 miles an hour. I don't want to deal with him. Yeah, he didn't even really pre-trip his trailer. If he did, he didn't do it properly because he bobtailed in, hooked right up, and yeah, after I was already hooked up and busy with my pre-trip, and he was already pulling away before I was even done. So, yeah, that's and people think that JCT was the problem. Was always the problem with people not pre-tripping their equipment. Nope, it's not just JCT. There are a lot of people who do that. Doesn't matter whose name's on the side of the trailer, still gonna have that problem. Yeah, that guy's creeping, so. Oh, he's getting on the scale. You know what? I forgot that they had a scale, but I was just figuring on using Love's scale anyway, because I mean, that's not gonna do me any good if it's, if I got any weight issues. I don't think there will be. I don't know. It's been on the heavy side on the drive tires. I don't know how heavy the load is though, because I don't have my bills yet. So we'll find out here at the guard shack how much our load is. It doesn't really give me an impression it's that heavy, super heavy. I mean, I don't know, probably 30-something thousand pound load. I would imagine. Maybe. Well, I don't know. My drive's up around 34. I got room to go forward. I put them at 40 feet 6 inches. So if I end up a little heavy on the drives, I can always fix it over at Love's. Alright guys, let's get up here and out of the way so we can, I need to send my departure info. Starting to get a few trucks stacking up back there. We'll get up here onto the concrete pad and be out of the way. We can take care of all that. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get out of here. We'll go ahead and scale it over at Love's. It is a heavier, yeah, well, shouldn't have been surprised. 41,000 pound build weight. Like I said, with the weight I see on my drives there, it's should have been a given that it was a 40,000 or so pound load. Alright, so where are we going with this one? This one will be going to the Shaw Industries facility in Lenexa, Kansas, which is on the south side of Kansas City. I think I saw on the map it was right about where I-435 and I-35 or 49 or whatever it is meet up. Somewhere down that way. So I don't be going with it. It's not due until the 21st. I don't know that I'll actually be delivering it because I already have a pre-plan following that to get me back to California. And that other pre-plan is to pick up on the 19th in Sioux City, Iowa, at basically the Smithfield plant over there. Forget the name of the company there, but it's basically Smithfield Food. Same place I just vlogged not too long ago, picking up from the same location. So that's where I'm expecting to pick up, but am I going to be picking it up a couple days late, or am I dropping this one in our, maybe on our drop yard or something? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's let this truck go, because he was already waiting. And this pickup or SUV over here on the side can wait. because he was starting to go before anybody else even got it. He was just being an asshole. So I don't really care. Alright, but anyway, yeah, that one will be going back to California, so I don't know what I'll be doing next. If I deliver this load myself, I will go ahead and vlog it. But if I don't and I go straight to Sioux City, that might be my next vlog that you see instead. Alright, so I guess just keep your eyes out for either one of those two to show up. One of the two will definitely, will most likely be happening, just don't know which. So, or both, I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, let's go ahead and scale this and let me get screen record for you guys. Weigh my truck. I think these guys lost power because that intersection doesn't have power. The street sign that tells the fuel prices doesn't have power. We run inside and double check. I don't know if they're running on generator or. We'll go ahead and back into this spot right here and find out. Alright, well, whatever the case, I'm going to go ahead and just wrap this up here, and I guess we'll have another one for you whenever, whatever spot I do next. Alright, we'll see you guys.